To this beautiful day. I think it's day 17. of of this emotional physical therapy journey. And all I can say is today is a day of transparency for me. That's one of the things that I am always saying about life coaching is that if you can't be transparent as a coach, now it's not about me. I would never go into a coaching session with a paying client and be like, oh, I'm having these issues. No. However, with these free coaching sessions, it is about being transparent because otherwise, what am I here for? I'm not going to present the fake. So, with the retirement ceremonies that I've been conducting, yesterday I talked about allowing the emotions to come up and holding retirement ceremonies. And I'm laughing because my ceremonies have been they've been funny because I may see something posted and my first reaction is like kind of profanity laced. I'm not gonna say kind of. It's very profanity laced. It's like my filter is coming off, and it's a good thing. It's a good thing because the filter coming off is that the whole unwrapping. It is time out for the suppression and telling ourselves, oh no, I shouldn't think that. You know what? Yes, you should think that. You've been thinking it for a long time and you keep going around in the same circles over and over again. Now, I'm not saying go on social media and be just absolutely stupid, but I am saying that, you know what? It's time out for biting your tongue when something needs to be said. And you can say things in a very loving way. One of the things that I'm definitely experiencing now that I'm back in my home space is that you can't change people. And people who are used to being negative and toxic, and that's not a judgment call. I actually said to a family member, why do you always go to the negative? And this loved one said, because everything is negative. And you know what? That's her free will choice. But it's not something that I have to try to now convince her. It took me all these years to realize it's not my place to convince her. Otherwise, she has me by 30 years. So, guess what? It's for me to accept her as she is and no longer feel that somehow, some way, that I have to find a way to pretend to be in that same space because I never have been. And that's been a point of conflict between us all this time is the fact that, you know, being an empath, negativity hurts. I'm talking, it hurts. It's like somebody taking their fingernails and on the blackboard for me. So, again, accepting her, accepting myself, and realizing that it's not my space nor my place to change someone from operating out of their own free will. So, back to those retirement ceremonies that you've been having. How's that been going? I know it can be a little bit stressful because we're used to telling ourselves, no, I shouldn't think that. No, I shouldn't feel that. When it's very real. And as long as you tell yourself that you shouldn't, it looms like the boogeyman underneath the bed. Well, it's time to look under the bed and realize that there is no boogeyman under there. That's just a shadow. And that's our shadow selves that are presenting themselves. Okay? So on this day, continue with your retirement ceremonies because on day 21, I am letting you fly. I'm going to allow you to fly, and now that you've come this far, you cannot turn back. This emotional detox, especially this week, is very, very intense. This is a new moon, which the new moon gives us the opportunity to refocus and align ourselves so that we can grow. And retrograde, which again, everything about refocus, revisit. Not revisit to stay there, but revisit in order to reflect and say, you know what? I'm awake. Never again will I sleep on myself. And most importantly, to allow those negative emotions to be transmuted. All right? So, be proactive, be assertive, but most of all, be compassionate and loving to yourself. Namaste.